सो हेलो एवरीवन एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय नेक्स्ट वीडियो। सो जिस तरह हमने लास्ट वीडियो में डिस्कस किया था डिलॉट एनएलए एग्जाम पैटर्न्स, व्हाट आर द डेट्स, मींस व्हाट इज द पैटर्न एंड पूरी पीडीएफ डिस्कस की थी, हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चंस, हाउ मेनी मिनट्स। सो या इस वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले कि एग्जाम डेट्स, प्रोबेबल एग्जाम डेट्स क्या है, इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स क्या है एंड व्हाट आर द कट ऑफ्स। सो या लास्ट वीडियो में मैंने डिस्कस किया था गाइज डिलॉट एनएलए गेटवे टू इंजीनियरिंग हायरिंग की जो टेस्ट की जो पैटर्न है गाइज, मीन्स 90 मिनट्स की टेस्ट है, 65 क्वेश्चंस इन एमसीक्यू फॉर्मेट, 2 क्वेश्चंस विल बी फॉर लाइव प्रोग्रामिंग एंड कोडिंग फॉर्मेट। ठीक है, सो इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे हाँ टेक्निकल स्किल्स में। दे हैव मेंशन दैट दिस सेक्शन विल कंसिस्ट ऑफ 30 एमसीक्यू। सो मोस्ट वेटेड क्वेश्चंस मैंने बताया था कि मोस्ट वेटेड क्वेश्चंस will be for technical skills only. So like networking, cyber security में and cloud computing and computer science. Most probable questions बहुत सारे उसमें रहेंगे and 2 coding questions में तो I have discussed that languages will be C, C++, C, hashtag Java and Python. So yeah, अभी इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे what are the most important topics, pattern. So yeah, लास्ट के पेपर के एनालिसिस के बेसिस पे I have shortlisted all the things in format and I will discuss it with you. So yeah, technical skills में 30 questions as they have mentioned in the PDF that there will be 30 questions for technical skills, means computer fundamentals and architecture. So yeah, फिर quantitative and logical analysis there will be 22 questions for aptitude. ठीक है, so and then language proficiency as English grammatical questions will be there, which will be I think 7 questions will be there for most probably, means last का पेपर जो मैंने एनालिसिस किया है उसके बेसिस पे I have taken this data. उसके बाद 2 coding questions are compulsory, 2 coding questions are compulsory. ठीक है, so yeah, so now let's discuss that what is the most qualifying score, means correct response कितने होने चाहिए, उसके बेसिस पे you will be getting shortlisted for the interview round. ठीक है, so in technical skills means लास्ट का पेपर जो मैंने एनालिसिस किया है उसके बेसिस पे ही ये डाटा मैंने शॉर्टलिस्ट किया है। मीन्स 30 क्वेश्चंस में से अगर 50 क्वेश्चंस आर कंपल्सरी, दैट 50 क्वेश्चन शुड बी करेक्ट रिस्पॉन्सेज इन क्वांटिटी एंड लॉजिकल एनालिसिस. Out of 22 questions, you should be able to complete 32 questions correctly. In language proficiency questions, out of 7 questions, you should be able to correct 15 correct response should be, you should be able to do it. And yeah, 2 coding questions compulsory. You should be able to execute it properly, implement it properly, and you should be able to execute it with output, expected output, which company is expecting. ठीक है, so 30 questions are for technical, that is computer fundamentals and architectures. Most weighted part is this. So most weighted part is computer fundamentals and architecture. So yeah, 30 questions are compulsory, means 65 questions. Out of 65, 30 questions are for technical only. Most weighted questions are for computer fundamentals and architectures. Then after quantitative and logical analysis, that is aptitude questions. After 30 questions, most weighted questions are for aptitude, which are 22 questions, and then language proficiency, that is English, and 7 questions will be there. Grammatical questions all about English language, means company wants to know that how much English do you know, so that's why there will be grammatical questions for English language. And after that there will be 2 coding questions, means after clearing computer fundamentals and architecture, means technical questions and aptitude questions and also language proficiency English questions. After clearing all these questions, you will be getting link for coding questions, means in that test only in 90 minutes only. And yeah, you have to complete this test, all questions in 90 minutes only, means 1.5 hour is given minutes. Yeah, 1.5 hour you have to complete all these questions in 90 minutes only, with including 2 coding questions, including 2 coding questions. And yeah, qualifying scores will be for means most probably getting shortlisted for the next round, that is interview round. You should be able to clear 15 correct responses for 30 out of 30 questions for technical skills. 30 correct responses should be correctly done out of 22 questions for aptitude questions. Then after 5 correct response should be, you should be able to do 5 questions correctly for out of 7 questions for language proficiency, that is English language grammatical questions will be there. And after that, 2 coding question, that is programming implementations. You should be able to complete the coding questions in given time only, that is in 90 minutes. You have to complete the coding questions including all the technical questions and aptitude questions in 90 minutes only. So yeah, most probably both the coding questions are compulsory, and if you are able to execute properly and implement it properly both the coding questions, the language proficiency for the 2 coding questions, as I have discussed in my last videos, C, C++, Java and Python. Two coding questions will be given, basically numbers, arrays, linked list, Fibonacci series. This means most of the top service-based companies ask repeatedly the same questions. Every year they ask repeatedly same questions only. And most probably languages are C, C++, Java and Python. So yeah, means 67 questions means 65 plus 2 coding questions. So total will be 67 questions, and you should be able to complete all the questions, I think. And most probably getting shortlisted for the next round, that is interview round, you should be able to clear this much all qualifying score, that is I have written in this D table. You should be able to clear this much questions, means if you are able to clear this much correct responses, 90% chances that you will be getting shortlisted for the next round, that is interview round. But yeah, try to solve all the questions with 2 coding questions. Most probably 2 coding questions are compulsory. If you are able to if you are able to complete the coding questions both in time in 90 minutes, so yeah, getting shortlisted for the next round, that is interview round, is higher chances. So yeah, so now let's discuss the most important topics for in technical skills: DBMS, SQL, cyber security questions, cloud computing. Yeah, so now let's discuss that. Yeah, in technical skills, in DBMS, that is database management system. So yeah, in technical skills in DBMS, technical part, most studied questions, 30 MCQs will be there. So yeah, in technical part in DBMS, that is database management systems, these are the most 5 important topics that I have analysis from last year paper, 2024 paper of Deloitte NLA exam, and from that paper analysis I have taken this all 5 important topics that will be coming in these exams also. Most probably the technical questions will be from these topics only, that is RDBMS concepts, database design principles, normalizations, transaction managements and database security. So yeah, in normalization, there are total 6 normalization forms, that is 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, then 4NF and 5NF, and last is BCNF, that is Boyes Code normal form. So yeah, these are the most 6 important topics of normalization, that is 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, 4NF, 5NF and BCNF. So yeah, in DBMS the most important 5 topics are RDBMS concepts, database design principles, normalizations. In normalization, these are the most important 6 types of NF that normalizations form, and then after transaction management and database security. So analyzing last year paper of Deloitte NLA, these are the most 5 important topics that could be asked in these exams also in DBMS in technical part. So yeah, in database management systems, these 5 topics are the most important topics, that could be asked in these exams. Most probably these concepts are on the will be these concepts on these concepts only. In DBMS most questions will be asked. Okay, so yeah, in SQL and query management, these are the most 6 important topics that I have analysis from previous last year paper and Deloitte companies NLA based exam paper. I have analysis these questions from last year paper, and these are the most 6 important topics in SQL and query management. So yeah, DDL commands, that is data definition language. Then after DML operations, that is data manipulation operations. Then after complex joins, in complex joins there are, I guess, 4 types of joins: left join, right join, union join, intersection join. So yeah, in complex joins there are 4 types of joins. Then after stored procedures, then after query optimizations and index management. So these are the 6 important topics that could be asked in technical part. Most weighted questions in technical part, 30 MCQs will be there. So in technical part, in SQL and query management, these are the most important 6 topics that I have analysis from previous year paper. So these are the most 6 important topics in SQL and query management. Okay. So from previous year paper analysis, I have shortlisted all these important topics, and I think most of the questions will be for these 6 topics only. That is network protocols, cloud service models, virtual networks, security protocols, load balancing, and distributed systems. Means maximum service companies have asked most probable questions for network protocols, cloud service models, and virtual networks. Means these also topics are important, that is security protocols, load balancing, and distributed system also. But from my analysis from last year paper base, network protocols and cloud service models have maximum questions. Means maximum service based companies have asked questions on these topics. So yeah, in cloud computing and networking, these are the most 6 important topics that I have analysis from previous year papers, that is Deloitte companies NLA paper only. Most of the questions were from these topics only. Okay? So yeah, if you are able to solve maximum MCQ on these topics only in cloud computing and networking, yeah, you will be able to crack all the questions of Deloitte NLA exams. So yeah, most weighted questions in technical in every means every services companies. Most important topic, that is inheritance, polymorphism, most important topic. So yeah, these are the 6 important topics that I have analysis from previous year paper base, that is Deloitte NLA exam, which was conducted in February, 15th of Feb and 14th of Feb 2024. So yeah, we can expect that this year also in second week of February we can expect that Deloitte NLA exam could be conducted in second week of Feb only. So yeah, these are the most 6 important topics that I have analysis from the previous year paper base. So yeah, now let's discuss the points. So yeah, first, classes and object concepts. Then after, most important, that is inheritance and polymorphism. Maximum service based companies ask questions on inheritance and polymorphisms. Means LTI, Mindtree, Cognizant, TCS. Most weighted topics are from inheritance and polymorphism only. Means in OOP, in interview also they ask maximum questions in inheritance and in polymorphism. So yeah, in exception handling, then after exception handling, then after design patterns, memory management, and multi-threading. So yeah, these are the most 6 important topics in object oriented programming, and I think we should practice all the 6 domains in OOP, that is classes and object concepts, inheritance and polymorphism, then after exception handling, then after design patterns, then after memory management and multi-threading. All the 6 domains in OOP, my 6 important topics. I think we should solve maximum MCQs on these topics, and we should take notes of these topics. And I think OOP is the most weighted part. In interview also they ask questions for OOP also. maximum questions. So most important topic, most important, that is OOP, object oriented programming. Maximum questions will be there for in OOP domain only. So yeah, now that's it for this video, guys. Assessment area, you have to solve 65 questions, means 65 plus 2 coding questions in 90 minutes. Technical questions, technical skill, most weighted questions will be there in technical, that is computer fundamentals and architecture. 30 questions are for technical skills. Then after, in aptitude, quantitative and logical analysis, reasoning, logical questions, there are 22 questions in aptitude for aptitude part. Then after, there are 7 questions for language proficiency, that is English language, means grammatical questions will be there. Company has to check how much grammatical questions or how much proficiency you have in English language. Then after, programming implementations, 2 coding questions are compulsory. 2 coding questions are compulsory, and I think try to solve both the coding questions, implement it properly, execute it properly with no error, and with all test case passes, with all test case pass for both the coding questions. Basically, usually means from last year paper analysis, for one coding question also many of the students were shortlisted for next interview round, but I think competition has increased. So basically solve both the coding questions for getting shortlisted for the next round, higher chances. Okay. So yeah, this is the aggregate requirements, means 67 questions will be there compulsory. You have to solve all the questions, 65 plus 2 coding questions. Qualifying scores, I have written this qualifying score, means analyzing the last year previous year paper. I have taken all these qualifying scores, means out of 30, 15 questions should be correct. Out of 22 questions, 13 questions should be correct. Out of 7 questions, 5 questions should be correct. Out of 2 coding questions, I think both the coding questions should be solve it properly, execute it properly, compile it properly with all the test case pass. Then only you will be able to get shortlisted for the next round, that is interview round. Okay. Yeah, that's it for this video. I think this video will be most helpful video for you, and I have discussed all the most important topics in DBMS also, in cloud computing also, in smart computing also, in cyber security also, and in SQL also, database management system also. The most weighted part for OOP, that is object oriented programming, most questions will be there for object oriented programming. In technical, that is computer fundamentals and architectures, 30 questions are most weighted questions, that is 30 questions are there for technical skills only. And most important topic is OOP, that is object oriented programming. Most questions are asked in every maximum service based companies, and also in interviews also. So yeah, in technical skill, most important topic is OOP, that is object oriented programming. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys will like this video. Share this video as much as possible to your friends, your classmates, and yeah, do like this video. Till then guys, keep learning, keep exploring. Bye bye.